Honorable Minister for Home, Shri Mahmood Ali Sahab, Honorable IT Minister, respected DGP Sir, respected Mohan Reddy Garu, Shri Stephen Ravindra, senior police officers, directors of IIT, Triple IT, respected Member of Parliament, respected MLA, MLC, senior representatives from industries, all the stakeholder representatives. My congratulations first of all to Telangana Police led by respected DGP. This is yet another feather in the cap. In fact, Telangana Police has a stellar reputation in the country for being the pioneers in utilizing technology. I still remember many years ago, tools like e-cop and the entire surveillance and monitoring and analytics system which has been built. People still talk about it in other parts of the country as well. And as Rajiv pointed out, this is again something which is truly world class. Many of you would be aware that our government is rapidly enhancing digital infrastructure in our state. We have again a national role model project which is called T-Fiber, and it is only a matter of months before every government institution will get reliable optic fiber connectivity, and few months beyond that every home will get connected with internet. And one can imagine when so much of digital access is provided to people, how much of initiatives can be taken on digital education, health, e-commerce, skilling, livelihoods. But what we also see, because some of these digital infrastructure have already been laid, we see that the utilization of this infrastructure, uptake of this infrastructure is still much lower than what we anticipate. And when we have dived deep into this issue, we found that incidents of cyber fraud, cyber crime, these are actually pushing back people, particularly in the rural areas. Before COVID, after our country saw this withdrawal of currency notes, demonetization, at that time a big push was given to digital financial transactions. And we had tried to really spread across all the villages, give messages to the people that they can utilize. At that time, we ourselves had come up with a payment instrument called T-Wallet. And we had tried to promote it. We had tried to tell people that use digital means. But I remember in those days, this would come very, very frequently in the media, what is typically called as the know your, KYC fraud. Like someone will ask for your name, phone number, and in that process, he or she will take your passcode as well. And obviously money will start flowing out of your account. So these kind of incidents had really created a scare in the rural areas, particularly in working class neighborhoods in the cities. And it has taken lots of effort to comfort people that these are stray cases, one-off cases, etc. But as other speakers pointed out, creating that awareness and a sense of confidence in people is very, very important. Under the IT Act, I also try cases in a quasi-judicial kind of a manner. And I have seen people who have been the victims of cyber fraud, cyber bullying, cyber stalking, parents of young people. And the kind of misery I see in their eyes and in their world is very, very tragic. In fact, anyone who has been a victim of a crime gets anxious and feels very sad and disappointed with it. But particularly the victims of cyber crime, they are, because of the uncertainty, who is the person on the other side, what is happening, is this the first of many which will happen later on. I mean, there's a huge sense of uncertainty, ambiguity, and what else will I get affected with, what else will I lose, remains a very big kind of a question mark hanging over their head. So let us also look at how do we reach out to the victims, give them confidence, tell them that we have such advanced systems today that every crime which is happening in the cyber world will be tracked, justice will prevail. In fact, now that we have such advanced tools and systems here, we should also publicize our successes, how efficiently we have been able to tackle a particular crime, render justice to the victim, etc. Because that creating that confidence is very, very important. The other couple of quick points which I'll mention is that we do have other institutions. Stephen, you are aware about it, that we have our own SOC not very far from here, where all the databases of the government are protected. We maintain the state data center there. And as you would imagine, some of the databases of the state government are extremely critical. I mean, I'm sure I don't have precise data, but umpteen attempts are made to hack our database as well. But because of the advanced CM tools, etc., that we use in the last 8 years, not even one single incident of any kind of hacking or data theft has happened here. Though we keep reading about it happening in so many other states and so many other agencies quite a lot. So obviously there is a good scope of exchange of knowledge between our SOC and the SOC that you are setting up here. Of course, I appreciate the fact that your SOC is more citizen facing, more citizen friendly, but some tools of incidents monitoring, etc., we can definitely share. Similarly, as a government, we also subscribe to a very valuable database which is called the Verizon Incidents Report. I mean, Verizon, as all of you would know, is a telecom company. They compile incidents across the world. All possible cyber attacks which have happened throughout the world is compiled into an annual publication. So we subscribe to that and we get some very, very valuable information. So some of these patterns and recognition and footprints that Rajiv spoke about, we'll be happy to share that input also with you. So it will be a valuable asset. Also, again, we have just as you are getting the industry participate in this center of excellence, we also have a center of excellence with the help, which has been set up with the help of the industry. The foremost industry body in data security is called the DSCI, Data Security Council of India. It's an offshoot of NASSCOM. And DSCI has chosen to set up their center of excellence in Hyderabad. And lots of solution development happens in that center of excellence. It is not focused as much on awareness creation, etc., or tracking cases or rendering justice, but they are the people who will help you create lots of tools, simple tools like how do you protect your identity in your mobile phones and stuff like that. So lots of work happens in that center of excellence, and I'll be happy to connect them also to you, so that in this particular center of excellence also, you always remain one up, a curve ahead of the people who are actually perpetrating these kind of crimes. But nevertheless, this is something which will strengthen the role that Telangana government plays in utilizing latest technologies, emerging technologies for the benefit of the people. So my congratulations to DGP sir, to Stephen, all the senior police officers. I also appreciate the fact that I just flipped through the SOP book and I found that it has been written by actually people who are in the operational side, people who are constables, head constables. They have written this book actually, and the fact that you have acknowledged them as authors of this book shows the kind of mindset that you have. It is very, very welcoming and refreshing. So congratulations once again, and best wishes.
Thank you, Jayesh Garu. Well, I'm mindful that we are running a little late, and hunger pangs are really,